My child, come closer and listen carefully. There are things I have been showing you. Comment, God is with me. You asked me for clarity, and I answered you in silence. You asked me for truth. Comment, I trust God's guidance, and I revealed it through actions, not through words, not through promises. Comment, I see the truth clearly, but through what they consistently do. My child, do not ignore this. You have been hurt before. Comment, God is healing me, because you believed what sounded good, instead of what was real. I am correcting that now. Comment, I receive divine correction. Watch them. Not when they are trying to impress you, but when they are unaware. Comment, I am aware now. Watch how they respond. When things don't go their way, watch how they treat you. Comment, I choose discernment. When they no longer need you, that is where truth lives. That is where I speak to you. Comment, God speaks through truth. My child, you keep asking, why did this happen? And I tell you, comment, I listen to God. It happened so you could see. Not everything is meant to stay. Some people are lessons. Comment, I accept the lesson. Some people are mirrors, and some people are removals disguised as heartbreak. Comment, God removes what harms me. Do not chase what I am removing. Do not rebuild what I am breaking. I see farther than you do. Comment, God sees my future. What looks like loss to you is protection to me. What feels like rejection. Comment, I am protected, not rejected, is actually redirection. My child, you are not being abandoned. Comment, God never leaves me. You are being guided. Every uncomfortable feeling you had, every doubt that kept returning. Comment, I trust my spirit. That was me nudging you. You tried to ignore it. You tried to justify them. Comment, I stopped ignoring signs, but I kept showing you, again and again, because I love you too much. Comment, God loves me deeply, to let you settle in deception. My child, love should not feel like confusion. Comment, I choose clarity. Connection should not feel like anxiety. If you feel restless, if you feel uneasy, comment, I honor my peace. That is not something to ignore. That is something to understand. I am not the author of chaos. Comment, God brings peace. So if their presence brings chaos, they are not aligned with me. Listen carefully. Comment, I hear you, God. Not everyone who speaks kindly has a kind heart. Not everyone who promises loyalty. Comment, I watch actions, not words, will stay true. You must learn this now. You must grow beyond this stage. Comment, I am growing stronger. My child, you are not naive. You are simply hopeful. Comment, I release blind trust. But now I am giving you wisdom. Now I am opening your eyes. Now you will see differently. Comment, I see with wisdom. You will no longer ignore patterns. You will no longer excuse disrespect. You will no longer beg for clarity. Comment, I know my worth. When confusion is the answer, because confusion itself is a message. Comment, I understand the message. If someone truly values you, you will not have to question it. If someone truly respects you, comment, I deserve respect. Their actions will show consistency. Not sometimes. Not only when it benefits them. Comment, I expect consistency. But always. My child, stop holding on to who they could be. Comment, I release false hope. Accept who they are right now. That is the truth you need. That is the clarity you asked for. Comment, I accept reality. You cannot change people by loving them harder. You cannot fix them. Comment, I am not a fixer. By sacrificing yourself. That is not your assignment. Your assignment is peace. Comment, I choose peace. Your assignment is growth. Your assignment is alignment with me. And anything that disrupts that. Comment, I choose alignment. Must be released. Even if it hurts. Even if it feels unfair. Comment, I trust the process. My child, I know it is not easy. I know you wanted it to work. Comment, God understands me. I know you gave your heart. But I also know what they would have done with it. Comment, God saved me. So I stepped in. I disrupted it. I exposed it. Comment, God reveals truth. Not to hurt you, but to protect you. Always remember that. Comment, God protects me always. My child, you are entering a season of clarity. Things that once confused you. Comment, God is revealing everything to me. Will no longer have power over you. I am removing the fog from your vision. You will begin to notice details. Comment, I see clearly now. You once ignored small things, subtle behaviors. Comment, I pay attention to signs. The way they speak, the way they disappear, the way they return. Comment, I observe patterns, as if nothing happened. My child, this is not love. This is inconsistency. Comment, I reject inconsistency. And inconsistency is a form of confusion. And confusion. Comment, God brings clarity into my life. Is not from me. You kept trying to understand them. You kept giving chances. Comment, I stop overgiving. Where boundaries were needed, you kept hoping they would become who you imagined. Comment, I release expectations. But now I am teaching you to accept what is shown, not what is promised. Comment, I trust what is shown. My child, words are easy to speak. Promises are easy to make. Comment, I don't fall for empty words, but consistency that requires intention, that reveals character. Comment, I value true character. Watch who shows up for you without being asked. Watch who stays. Comment, I notice who stays when things are not convenient. That is where truth lives. That is where loyalty is proven. Comment, I value loyalty, not in grand gestures, not in temporary affection, but in steady presence. Comment, I choose stability.